It's Ash from SuperVideos back for another video for The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at a scene that was in the latest teaser that they released, which might actually give us a huge hint, a major clue about a plot element of season 1. It might not be quite as big of a plot element, but even if it's a small element in the plot, it might lead to some bigger things. So stay tuned, we'll be right back to break this down. Alright, as always, before we dive into it, smash the like button, subscribe to join our community, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. With that said, let's dive right into it. So this is what started it all. Obviously, we see our first look at Major General Beale, and he's holding some sort of fencing sword. Now, one thing that everyone keeps bringing up, and for a good reason, is the background. It appears that there is a casket or coffin in the background with a CRM flag draped on top of it, as if a soldier died and they are honoring that particular soldier that died. And that's definitely a huge clue. It might connect to many things that we see in the teaser, but before we get there, it looks like where they are is some sort of facility, maybe some sort of garage for military equipment like tanks and helicopters. So that might actually directly connect to this shot that was also in the teaser, which shows some sort of facility and a helicopter is about to land. That helicopter is likely a CRM helicopter, and this place is probably exactly where we saw in this picture right here. Now, even if this is not the exact same place, this is definitely some sort of CRM facility or CRM outpost. But let's get back to the conversation that we had originally. What could have led to the soldier possibly dying, who General Beale was honoring? It could be connected to this scene right here. We obviously see that there was some sort of helicopter crash. We see CRM soldiers there trying to get out, and we see some walkers in the background. So could one of the soldiers that died in this crash be the one that they're honoring? It definitely might be. And what makes it even more interesting is that I doubt they'll do this to every soldier that dies. So the fact that Beale is honoring that soldier means that that soldier was either a very important lieutenant for the CRM, or it's someone with a personal connection to Beale. Now, the other things that connect to this in some way are these shots that we see here. Obviously, we see some CRM soldiers. We see Rick Grimes himself as a prisoner at this point on the left, and we see a helicopter about to take off. That helicopter could be the helicopter that crashed. But obviously, we see a lot of scenes in the teaser in this location. We see Rick surrounded by CRM soldiers, and we see him having to fight with a walker, which has like flames coming out of its body. But that's beside the point. What if the soldier that died didn't just die from a helicopter crash? What if after Rick kills the walkers that are there, with the help of other prisoners that might also be there, takes down all of the soldiers that are there? And that's what gets him into even more trouble. And like I said earlier, if the soldier that died was a high-ranking officer or lieutenant of the CRM, or someone with a personal connection to Beale, that would put Rick at direct odds with General Beale. It would bring up some sort of personal vendetta between these two characters, which might make the story even more interesting. Now, one other thing, who could be this soldier that dies? They did show us two characters out of all of the CRM soldiers outside of Beale who were getting a bit more focus. One was this character right here. He seems like a high lieutenant officer of the CRM military, and he looks like he's very tough. He looks intimidating. He might even be a pilot for the CRM. What if this is the guy that Rick kills, leading to Beale wanting to hunt Rick down and kill him? Another possibility is this character right here. we see her as well. It seems like she's more of a regular soldier though, but maybe she has some sort of personal connection to Beale. That's another possibility. But whatever happens that makes Beale want to hunt Rick down could be directly linked to what we saw earlier, where General Beale was honoring a soldier that had died. And I feel like if they do end up going that direction, that's definitely super interesting. And I feel like that would make the story a bit more intriguing and interesting than if they went a different direction. But also, there's another theory, which I'm not a fan of, but it's a theory that's circulating. And that has to do with the possibility that maybe Beale is taking Rick's hand here. We've heard a lot of rumors saying that Rick is going to lose a hand, and a lot of people are saying that this is where it happens. This is maybe a punishment of some sort. Maybe Beale is taking Rick's hand with that sword. And like I said, I'm not a fan of that, but they could end up going that direction. A lot of people are also bringing up this scene right here, and the fact that we don't really see Rick's hand, his left hand, obviously, and that he's holding his hand in a weird place. Like you would just be holding the stick to kill the walker, right? With both hands. Why is he holding one hand in that weird form? And that's definitely a good point. In my opinion, it's not enough to say that this is for sure confirming Rick is gonna lose his hand, but it is definitely a good observation and something that could definitely end up happening. But at the end of the day, I feel like that funeral scene, let's call it, that we saw where Beale was honoring a fallen soldier is going to play a significant role in the plot. It could be that Beale doesn't even know who was responsible for the soldier dying, but then he finds out later. There's going to be some things connected to that scene that we saw, and I hope that it ends up being an intriguing story, whatever they end up doing. With that said, I am interested to know your thoughts and opinions about the things that we talked about in this video, so share that in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, smash the like button, subscribe to join our community, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video.